Hello, hello. Let me know if you guys can hear me. Okay, there we go. Right. Let's see. Perfect. There we go. Not too bad. I hope everyone is doing well. I hope everyone is having a fantastic week and had a fantastic month. Is that time of month again where we are going to go over some updates and how everything is going across the board on multiple projects. So let's start with hmm, Comes of Midnight. So I'll switch over to my cam there, so you should be able to see me. Okay, so Covens of Midnight. Update this month, and I hope everyone has a good September. And I've got a few sneak peeks I want to sort of showcase. I think they're in my shelf. Need to grab them, but I do have some stuff to show you. Okay, so some good news. We finally received the print copies of Comes of Midnight, or samples. These are not the final copies. These are simply digital samples, just to show us what the so would look like and a rough idea of page layout, etc. So they are here. I am looking through them at the minute. And we've got some photos that you'll see in the update when it goes out today. So look forward to that if you backed Comes of Midnight. We're really close. I am really happy to say that we're finishing up on things at the minute, but we spotted some issues. As with all things, the sample round is the perfect time for us to note these problems and fix them. So we want to make sure that the quality of the book is not rushed in any way. And so before we can do that, we need to get another round of samples made to make sure that everything prints correctly. Because it's beautiful artwork, we want to make sure that it displays the best way possible for everyone who purchases it. So we have fed the feedback back to them. But there are some holidays going on, so we need to wait until that's sorted before we can get the new samples in, reevaluate them, and then get it. But we're in the final stages of production, is what I'm going to say at this point, as in we're at a point where if the next sample is fine, we can move straight to mass production on the books. Everything else has been approved. We're literally just waiting on doing the books because we just want it perfect. So we want to make sure they live up to the standard that you've come to expect. We are working with a new manufacturer for this one, which we locked in. So they have different systems that we need to follow and different procedures that they need. It's been a real pinch me moment for myself, to be completely honest. It's been a great experience to put this game together, and seeing it, I mean, like, seeing it in person is just something else entirely. Yeah, so really excited for that. The art book, absolutely gorgeous. And yeah, everything is coming together as I would expect. So in terms of other bits and bobs, the digital copy is going to be updated with slight tweaks, but that will be the same version as the final printed version that we're going to do. So it gives me a chance to update any of the content in the book as well. It's nothing major. It's just a few word changes to match other areas of the world and other games, so everything is cohesive, but nothing huge to be expected. It's not going to affect your ability to play the game. So yeah, great stuff there. Obviously it's spooky season, so we are just really excited to jump into that with Covens this year as well. It's a really lovely time for those of you who've backed this game to see what the hell is going on with it. So really exciting. Right. Next is Ashes. So some big news for those of you who backed Ashes. As you know, you have been patiently waiting for the character sheet, because we've been working on that in the background to try and get it ready for you guys to play with. And so I am very, very pleased to show you what it looks like if I can get this loaded. This is the Ashes character sheet. It is very, very grim, dark, very sort of like, it is very much the game in sheet form is the best way I can explain it. It's very visceral. very dark, very death is coming for you style. Everything on it is evocative of that kind of thing. So I'll be making this into a form fillable sheet. It'll be the same version that will go inside the journal. It is beautiful. It is horrifically beautiful. Sort of like, you know, it's just deadly, and I really like it. So everyone who backed Ashes will receive this in via drive-through. If you've bought the game anywhere else, you'll also just get it as an updated file. So you'll just see a character sheet PDF that is form fillable that you can just use straight away. And it gives us something that we can then implement into the journal. So when it gets printed, it'll be this beautiful version of the journal. And then the second page is just the area where you write notes. I mean, it's very basic, but I still think it has that same feeling of darkness and death. So I think it still hits the mark almost perfectly. So we'll switch back over to me. There we go. Okay. So other things I can showcase to you. So I can show you a couple of these when it loads. Sorry. Okay, here we go. Right. So here is the card deck. So the card deck is currently work in progress, as most things, but this is basically where we're heading with it in terms of its design. So you can see that the colors of Ashes are very on display here. We've created a custom border for every card, and the card back as well is custom designed, so that the cards are going to be unique. Other things I can show you is, I can show you this image as well. So this is what the Jokers will look like, and then an example of another card there. And then we've got the sort of like, they join together, the Jokers, to make a full art piece as well. So it is very, very nice. It's quite an exciting time. We've been working away in the background for this, and yeah, it's come together really nicely. And here is a look at the face cards for the Ashes deck. So yeah, showcases everyone in a good way. And then here is a look at the full card deck as well in all its glory. I'll move this out of the way so you can see it. But yeah, so we've made some custom designed sort of like symbols for it. So it's, again, evocative of the game, definitely fills up on the ideas that we had. And then, yeah, everything comes together really nicely as a full deck. So you've got your main cards, your face cards, and then your Jokers. So yeah, really excited. We're pushing forward on the production for this as well, trying to get some samples made, and then we'll be able to give you solid production updates, hopefully over the next few months, just so we can get everything out of the way. But we're moving forward. Everything is coming together quite nicely. So really good stuff on that front. Switch back to this. Okay. So yeah, really good stuff on that one. Then we come to Throne of Luster. So, I am very pleased to say that the ebook for Throne of Luster is finally done. It is very beautiful. I can say that much to you right now. I want to let you experience this ebook yourselves, but it is gorgeous. I would say expect it hopefully this week. It just needs to be uploaded correctly and make sure that you guys can get access to it. It will not be a PDF, it will be an EPUB file, just because a lot of the imagery and the way that the text is laid out only works in the EPUB. It is not functioning in the PDF. We're going to see if there's a way to convert it, but because EPUB is a adjustable Word file, in that when you zoom in on a Kindle, it adjusts all of the images and text to perfectly fit on your screen. A PDF doesn't do that. So due to that, there's some issues and artifacting that we found on the PDF version. So we're just going EPUB for this one. But that is going to be the final version of Throne of Luster, which is really exciting from a work perspective. It is all done, it's all written, it's all been edited, it's all been laid out. So let me see if I can show you what that looks like. How do you put this one? Maybe. Yeah, so I'll see if I can load this up, because EPUBs are very finicky to load up on a computer. They work fine on a Kindle. I can't show you the Kindle, but I will see if it can load up elsewhere. If not, I will just showcase it later on during our updates. So yeah, here we go. Okay, let's switch over to this so you can see it. So this is Throne of Luster. I am also very pleased to showcase the brand new cover for the book as well. As some of you remember, it had a very different cover to start with, but this is the final cover for the book. So I'll let you take that in for a minute. It's just so it matches across the board with other games and other titles. Like, even though this is a novel, it's not going to miss the mark of anything else we've done before. Yeah, it is gorgeous. So this is also the design that you will find on the dust jacket for the book. So the full version of the artwork looks like... see if I can find it for you. Looks like this. Here we go. Oh god, get out of here. There you go. So that is the full dust jacket in all its glory. So we'll just move that in there. But yeah, it's come together really nicely. It does the thing as it needs to. As you can see, yeah, the EPUB file is very interesting to look at, because this tool is just really annoying to use, because it always sets the style based on my computer rather than it being, so it's system. But if I go to that and then that, here we go. Okay, cool. So let's just tweak that. There we go. So yeah, the entire book is in here for all of you to gander at. It's got every single chapter, all 41 chapters are in here. Artwork, you've got artwork of the map of Ptasian, and just the entire book. So this will be available via drive-through for those of you who bought the book, sorry. I'm currently working on the Amazon distribution for it. I just need to figure out how that looks. I've never used Amazon before to distribute anything, nor have I ever distributed an ebook in the past. So I'm just trying to figure out exactly how that's going to work. So bear with me while I get my bearings on it, but it will be sent out to you as soon as possible. Just needs to get to that stage of how do I actually use these tools. So yeah, I'll be able to upload this to drive-through so you guys can give it a read. But functionally, we're looking really good. It is done. You'll get an email later on saying it's available on drive-through, and then you'll get the final Amazon distribution at a later date once we've got all of the processes in place for that. Because again, never done it before, so it'll be the first time I even attempt something like that. But this is really exciting. It's a huge moment for me on a personal level to get this out there as my first novel. So this is just really cool. I can't wait to share more with you in the future of Valoron's story and where he's heading. So yeah, really good stuff. So we'll move back to me, and then we'll quickly go over a new art sneak peek for this book as well. And I am happy to showcase some artwork for you. Here we go. And so here is some new artwork for you to witness as well. So this is some artwork from Throne of Luster. It's also going to show up in Draconin just because of the way that the timelines work. But yeah, this is a Throne of Luster. It's a literal scene in Throne of Luster, and we've showcased it in artwork form. You'll also see this artwork inside the book as well. So yeah, I do hope you like it. I'll let you take that in for a second as well. Cool. Okay, perfect. Let's move on then. So that is that, which brings us nicely into 100 Acre Woods. So let me showcase what I can on this one as well. Okay. Right. So here is a quick look at what we've been working on, which is the card deck for 100 Acre Woods. So let me zoom in nicely there so you can see it. So those are the jokers. As you can see, it's the what is it called? The artwork for the enemies. That's sort of like being put together as the Joker cards, and then you've got the sort of designs that we had in the original Bramble Trek cards to help with the sort of like similarities between them. But they've all got unique face cards, I will say. And then this is a look at the work in progress for how the, well, not work in progress, it's actually final. But we wanted to share the early look while we get to sampling on what the box will look like. It's gorgeous. It is a really nice box. And yeah, it's going to be a really nice thing for you guys to see. So switch over back to me. So a huge update for Tales of 100 Acre Woods. Surveys are being sent out. You have received, or you will have received, some of you, your smoke test survey. It is literally just the survey at a small number of people who can then test it to let us know if there's any issues, any problems. Maybe you can't enter your card details. Maybe you can't select your country, whatever have you. The surveys will not have your shipping or taxes just yet. We will confirm final shipping fees closer to fulfillment and make sure that everything is as accurate and up to date as possibly can be, because what we don't want to do is charge you now for any shipping. Then in a few months' time, we find out that, oh, the whatever have you has been overturned and shipping is now cheaper. We don't want that. We want to make sure we're charging you the most accurate version of shipping. So you'll get it will say shipping charge later. It's exactly how it is. You'll get a notice on how much it's going to be, etc., nearer to the time, and then you can make any changes to that as well. This will also be your only chance to upgrade your pledge level should you want to, make any changes to your add-ons, and essentially just edit your pledge in any way, shape, or form until we get to charging. In terms of how long it will be open, I don't have a date yet because we're just waiting for our shipping partners to give us dates on when we can start looking at getting everything locked in. So we'll keep you up to date. And then obviously once we start doing production as well, that will also affect everything. So did you miss 100 Acre Woods? Are you thinking, oh my God, I need to get this game. When can I get it? The pre-order store is officially open. You can head over there now and grab whatever like bundles that you want. There's a few bundles to celebrate Bramble Trek Week, but there's other bundles that are more focused on digital content or just a physical book. It's the perfect time to hop in because once we close it off, you won't be able to buy 100 Acre Woods until after we've started printing. So it's the best time to jump in if you haven't already. So really good stuff. Really excited for that, and I cannot wait to share more as we go forward. And right, so the next one, the latest campaign, Draconim. There are a few things I want to talk about today on Draconim. It is one of the bigger updates as well, just because everything else is moving into production or it's in its survey stage or whatever have you. Draconim is officially starting on Friday. The playtest will be sent out to everyone who purchased the core rulebook. So if you bought the core rulebook in any bundle, you will receive a playtest version. It is only the core rulebook that will be available. I haven't done any solo work or Herald's Guide stuff yet, purely because I need to make sure the base game works before I start working on the solo stuff. The Herald's Guide is literally me just sitting and writing. I want to make sure that I have enough time to be able to dedicate to that in a long-term thing. I don't want to do bits and bobs. I want to sit down and lock in, essentially. So what will happen is you will receive an email from DriveThru saying, hey, add this to your library. From there, you'll be able to build your characters, use the character sheets, bond with dragons, playtest the game in groups. and you can technically continue to use it on your own. There's just no tables in there. You can use the demo, but use the content from the core rulebook if you want to play solo. I need your feedback. I want to make sure that you guys have an impact on how the game works and how it functions. So we will be taking feedback via Discord, via the playtest channel, because it's the easiest way for me to track and edit and make changes. So that's one of the biggest updates for Draconin. On Friday, the 10th, you'll receive an email that says the core rulebook playtest edition is now available. So, other things. There are 4 new classes available in Draconin. We went over them on Friday. If you missed that, there's a VOD on YouTube and on Twitch of the details on them, but they are advanced classes. There is the Heretic, the Spellbreaker, the Whisper, and the Exemplar, all of which are combos of 2 of the core classes. So yeah, they're a really cool addition, and a really good way for you to jump into Draconin if you've already played games in the past and you want to jump into something a bit more advanced. So that is where we're at with Draconin. That's where we're at with everything. But I would love to showcase one more thing to you, if you will amuse me for a second there. So I do have something else to share if you would like to see it. Just can't, it's just never going to be a no, is it, if I'm to be honest? Yeah, I thought so. Okay, right, here we go. You will need your sound for this, so just keep your ear out, but here we go.
They say the sky broke before the world did, when dragons turned, and every oath we swore turned hollow. I've seen cities drown in firelight. I've heard the silence after the last wing beat fades, and still we endure. Not for thrones, not for songs, but because something in us refuses to die. Each flight, each breath, each scar is proof that we still remember who we are. I carry the fire of those who came before me. When your name is ash, who will carry yours?
And there we go. I hope you liked that. That was a small little thing that I got put together. The script was read by a very lovely friend of mine who was able to put that together, and I was able to get that out to you today as well. So those of you in the Discord have been watching and lurking and talking about the idea of a Draconin campaign. I want to play Draconin. When do I get to play Draconin? I need a group, but I don't have a group that I can join. How am I going to play? Well, I am very pleased to say that I am going to be putting together a West Marches Draconin campaign inside the Discord. I will be recruiting heralds from within the community to run this and help me put this together. This will be set during the events of Dragonfall. So way back in the past, 500 years in the past, during the peak of when dragons and riders were at war with one another and even themselves. It is going to be heartbreaking. It is going to be a very visceral story, and I cannot wait to start piecing it together with the heralds that we get on board. So if you are interested in signing up to be notified when I am going to be doing anything on Draconin's sort of West Marches campaign, then there is a Draconin West Marches channel inside the Discord already. So you can head over there and just say, hey, I want to sign up for this. and you will be alerted when the form goes live. There are very simple requirements for a herald. We're looking for several. So basic idea is you need to be able to, you either should have run your own game and are currently running your own game, or you have ran Draconin for a group at least 3 times. It's basically to make sure whoever runs the game knows the rules. That is the basic idea. I can't give you more than that just yet because I'm still working out the kinks, working out how this is going to function, but this is going to happen. It is something that I'm really excited about and cannot wait to start putting together, because I know you guys want to play, but I know that you guys don't always have time, and you also don't have the opportunities to run long-term campaigns. So the way that West Marches works is it's multiple tables running the same story or in the same world, and then you might have crossover situations, but it's more like, you know, smaller stories ran at multiple times. It's really exciting. I'm very, very excited for that. So please do have a look out for that, and you will be able to, yeah, get involved and sign up, because it's going to be fun. You can let me know if you want to sign up as a player or even as a herald. Heralds will need to fill out a form in order to sign up. Players will need to do the same, but it's just not going to be as in depth, because obviously you don't need to have run Draconin in the past. That's what the game is for. It's meant to help you learn the game in an easy to learn way. So I know that some of you I already know have run Draconin for groups, so you will automatically be able to sign up for it and get the get the role that you're gonna need for it. So yeah, just put a message in there and say, hey, I want to run the game, and then I will be sort of in there as well, just chatting, and then we'll have a chat together to try and put something together. So I'm gonna say that we're in a really good place with majority of these games at this point. Every single one is way further ahead than I thought it would be at this stage. You know, Covens and Ashes are deep into their manufacturing cycle. We are literally just getting the final bits ready so that we can just do mass manufacturing. I will, you know, admit completely here that the tariffs have really messed things up. We had to switch over manufacturers. We had to do a lot of changes that we didn't think would happen. But we're making do and we're trying our best. This was not something I've ever experienced. It's not something anyone in the team has ever experienced. We didn't know what to do. So we reached out to people to get help on that. And now we're back up to full speed, which is why Draconin is able to be playtested literally a month after its campaign ended. Because we're getting the help that we need on the areas we don't fully understand. So I want to give a public shout out to my operations manager, who has been just killing it lately, getting everything ready for print. A round of applause to her, because without her, I don't even know what I would be doing in terms of getting stuff to production. So she has absolutely killed it, and you guys will be beyond excited and ecstatic when you receive Comes of Midnight in your inboxes and in your mail, because it is a beautiful game and it's going to be so gorgeous when it is finally in your hands. So yeah, I will say this was shorter, but it was just an update stream. So, you know, the context of it is a lot smaller than others, but there will be another stream this week for Draconin to go over playtest material for people. I will also be doing some bits on Brambletrek and other titles so that we can get you some more information on where things are at. In case you missed it, Brambletrek is officially on Alchemy, and other titles will be coming to Alchemy at a later stage, specifically Comes of Midnight, as soon as we get their tarot implementation in. So that is where we're at. I am really excited for how everything is functioning. I cannot wait to share more with you as we get on. And yeah, it's going to be a very, very exciting time. So a huge thank you from me. A huge thank you for being here, being part of the community, for being a backer, for being a pre-order, whatever have you. You are here, you're taking part, and I wouldn't be able to do any of this without you. So I want to thank you all for being here another month. We're still pushing forward, still getting everything done. I can't wait, you know. So yeah, luckily the playtest for Draconin will ease my time a bit and let me focus on some other things. So yeah, it's really exciting. Nice. Okay, so I will leave you all there. If you need anything from me, just let me know. But as always, thank you all. I hope you all have a fantastic week. I hope you have a fantastic month. And I hope you continue to play games that bring you joy, love, and adventure. And with that, I will leave you all today. I hope that you have, fantastic rest of the day. So thank you all for coming, and I will speak to you very soon. Keep a lookout for the Discord if you want to know when I'm next streaming. That's where I put the notifications in. So yeah, I will be going over some stuff this week anyway. But with that said, thank you so much, guys.